welcome to the World Battery Metals and Mining News for the 1st of August to 2024. Australia may speed tax breaks for critical minerals refining. Australia may expedite tax incentives for critical minerals refining following Albemarle Corp's decision to reduce its lithium processing operations in the country, which will result in 300 job losses. Resources Minister Madeleine King announced the government considering advancing $8.8 billion, $5.7 billion in tax incentives, initially planned for the 2027 to 28 financial year, to bolster processing and refining investments. The move aims to counteract the lithium market downturn and support the U.S. and its allies in reducing dependency on Chinese supply chains. King is engaging with other mining companies to sustain their investment in the sector. Gold Fields buys into Torq's copper project in Chile. Gold Fields is considering a $48 million investment over 6 years to advance Torq Resources' early-stage Santa Cecilia copper-gold project in Chile, according to a preliminary joint venture agreement announced Thursday. Gold Fields, which holds a 15.5% stake in Torq, aims to acquire 75% of the 32.5 square kilometer project in the Maricunga Belt, pending Torq shareholder approval in November. This investment comes amid a trend of gold majors expanding into copper due to its role in energy transition demands. Gold Fields, which also holds stakes in other copper projects such as Chacana Copper's Soledad project, is currently ramping up production at its Salares Norte mine in Chile. The proposed Torq Gold Fields agreement comprises 2 phases, with the potential to convert diluted shares into royalties. Santa Cecilia, neighboring the substantial Norte Abierto project, contains significant gold and copper resources. Torq's other projects include the early-stage Margarita iron oxide copper-gold venture. Shares of Torq Resources remain stable at CO9 cents in Toronto. KSM permit milestone builds competitive tension for huge gold-copper project, Seabridge says. Seabridge Gold's KSM gold-copper deposit in British Columbia is edging closer to a transformative joint venture partnership, following a significant permitting milestone that resolves a major obstacle. The company's chairman and CEO, Rudy Frunk, revealed that competitive negotiations, managed by RBC Capital Markets, are underway with 6 major gold and copper companies. This partnership, expected within months, aims to fund a bankable feasibility study and project financing for the multi-billion-dollar project. The Canadian and British Columbia government's commitment of $195 million for local infrastructure further bolsters the project. Highlighting the flexibility and substantial reserves from the 2022 pre-feasibility study, the mammoth undertaking could be shaped as either a primary gold or copper operation. Seabridge has also secured considerable funding and maintains robust local partnerships while advancing other exploration projects, setting a strong foundation for future success. Capstone Copper updates Santo Domingo FS with optimized mine plan. Capstone Copper has unveiled a new feasibility study for its fully permitted Santo Domingo copper-iron-gold project in Chile, showing significantly improved economics compared to the 2020 study. The updated study reveals an after-tax net present value of $1.7 billion and a higher internal rate of return at 24.1%. Over the mine's 19-year lifespan, the project is expected to produce an average of 68,000 tons of copper and 3.6 million tons of iron concentrate annually at competitive cash costs of 33 cents per pound of payable copper. Notably, the initial capital cost is estimated at $2.3 billion, with a payback period of 3 years. The study also paves the way for the integration of Santo Domingo with Capstone's nearby Mantoverde mine, targeting over 200,000 tons of annual low-cost copper production and significant operational savings. This integration marks a critical phase in Capstone's ambition to become a leading producer of essential metals for global decarbonization efforts. First Nation group in Yukon calls for change in Victoria Gold management. A First Nation group has urged the Yukon government to remove Victoria Gold Corp's management for their inability to mitigate environmental damage caused by the Eagle Gold Mine. The mine, located on Nacho Niek Dun land, faced scrutiny after operations were halted in June due to cyanide contamination. FNND Chief Donna Hope criticized the company for failing to comply with remediation actions mandated by the government. Victoria Gold has yet to respond to these allegations. Alamos Gold shares rise on record second quarter production. Shares of Alamos Gold surged following the company's announcement of a record-breaking second quarter performance, with gold production reaching 139,100 oz, surpassing its forecasted range. The increase was driven by strong outputs from the Island Gold Mine in Ontario and La Yaqui Grande Mine in Mexico. The company reported a significant rise in free cash flow to $106.9 million and record revenue of $332.6 million, partly due to higher gold prices. Alamos also highlighted ongoing progress in its Phase 3 Plus expansion and the integration of recently acquired Argonaut's Magino and Island Gold mines. The company's shares rose by 5.1% in Toronto, underscoring investor confidence in its strategy and market position. Manganese prices gain momentum as Black Canyon advances, Pilbara project. The price of high-grade manganese is experiencing a significant increase due to a constrained supply and the continued suspension of South 32's Groot Island mine, which won't resume production until March 2025. Junior explorer Black Canyon has reported rising manganese prices, with benchmarks for 37% and 44% manganese increasing amidst tightened market conditions. Manganese prices have surged due to decreased Chinese inventories and higher demand, particularly for its use in electric vehicle batteries. Black Canyon is progressing its Balfour Manganese Field projects in Western Australia, which have shown promising results in recent studies and test work. The company plans further drilling and funding activities to advance its projects, with recent financial moves, including a share placement and purchase plan to raise additional capital. Encounter expands Green's niobium-rare earths footprint. Encounter Resources, ENR, has announced that the near-surface footprint of the Green target in Western Australia's West Arunta region has extended to over 4 kilometers in strike. Recent assay results from a reconnaissance air core drilling program revealed significant niobium pentoxide mineralization, confirming the presence of a large, well-mineralized carbonatite complex. The company, with a market cap of $277.25 million, reported substantial niobium and rare earth deposits, encouraging further exploration. Executive Chairman Will Robinson highlighted plans to use reverse circulation drilling to better define and test the depth of the mineralization, starting in August 2024, and emphasized the widening of the central part of the complex as a priority focus. Additional assays are expected over the next 2 months as Encounter Resources continues to map and explore the potential of this significant discovery. Capstone Copper optimizes mine plan for Santo Domingo. Capstone Copper has optimized the mine plan and updated the capital and operating cost estimates for its Santo Domingo copper-iron-gold project in Chile. The revised feasibility study projects a robust operation with a post-tax net present value of $1.7 billion and an internal rate of return of 24.1%. Initial production is expected to average 106,000 tons of copper and 3.7 million tons of iron concentrate over the first 7 years at a low cost of 28 cents per payable pound of copper. Throughout its 19-year lifespan, the mine is expected to produce an average of 68,000 tons of copper and 3.6 million tons of iron concentrate annually, with capital costs for the project set at $2.3 billion. Total reserves have increased significantly since 2020, supporting the enhanced economic outlook. CEO John McKenzie anticipates the project will play a crucial role in the company's growth and contribute to global decarbonization efforts. Further steps include assessing financing options and continuing detailed engineering. Additional initiatives for value enhancement and district exploration are also planned. Forrestania sets out exploration plans across projects. Forrestania Resources, FRS, has highlighted plans for potential drilling at the Bonnie Vale and Breakaway Dam projects in Western Australia, following promising results from soil and rock sampling. At Bonnie Vale, soil samples indicated potential gold mineralization with grades up to 89.5 parts per billion, prompting further geochemical work before regional exploration drilling. Breakaway Dam's fieldwork yielded rock chips with up to 26.7% copper, and additional efforts aim to verify volcanogenic massive sulfide targets, with assays pending to inform a future drilling program. Drilling at the Colini Iron Project commenced post-June quarter, targeting hematite. In Canada, the company decided not to continue funding the Lithium project, thereby diluting its interest. As of June 30th, 2024, Forrestania Resources held $459,000 in cash and equivalents. Ragnar strikes rare earths, invests for future gains. Ragnar Metals, June quarter showcased significant advancements, including a notable discovery of heavy rare earth elements and a strategic investment in gold producer Kaiser Reef, KAU. The company identified a new zone of heavy rare earth elements from rock chip samples at its Ulcerum deposit in Sweden, revealing promising assay results that highlight the area's potential. Additionally, 3D inversion modeling identified 3 untested targets, further underscoring the scale potential of Ragnar's 50-kilometer-square package. Concurrently, Ragnar secured a 16.3% stake in Kaiser Reef, benefiting from a net smelter royalty and possessing significant options that could elevate its interest to 22.6%. This investment aligns with Ragnar's strategy to enhance production and cash flow from Victorian gold operations. As of the end of June, Ragnar's market capitalization stood at $8.5 million, with cash and cash equivalents totaling $9.3 million. Standard Lithium names David Park as CEO. Standard Lithium has appointed David Park as its new CEO, effective September 1st, succeeding Robert Mintak, who will retire but remain as an advisor until August 2025. Park has previously served as a strategic advisor to the company and has been instrumental in securing investments from Equinor for projects in southwest Arkansas and East Texas. Park also has a background as the president of a unit under Koch Industries, Standard Lithium's largest shareholder. This leadership change comes as Standard Lithium continues to pursue direct lithium extraction technologies to support the electric vehicle industry, with involvement from companies such as Equinor, Lanxess, and ExxonMobil. Helix extends Collerina's prospective copper zone. Helix Resources has confirmed the Collerina copper trend in New South Wales as a major prospective zone after analyzing over 600 auger sample assays from the Eastern Group tenements. Several targets, including Max's Folly, Aldebaran, Gwinier, Tarawera, and Iowaba, showed significant geochemical anomalies, with some assays returning more than 20 parts per billion ppb gold, peaking at 187 ppb. Managing Director Kylie Prendergast highlighted the promising consistency of the data with Triton-style copper-gold deposits and the company's proactive approach to overcoming crop and weather constraints to advance their exploration programs. Helix is planning an air core drilling program for further unexplored areas and assessing all anomalies for follow-up drilling, with the goal of potentially delivering a new copper-gold discovery in the Cobar region. Lincoln Minerals flags Kookaburra's staged development strategy. Lincoln Minerals, ASX LML, is advancing its pre-feasibility study, PFS, for the Kookaburra graphite project in South Australia, aiming to create the first producing graphite mine in modern times. The company plans a staged development, initially targeting production of up to 20,000 tons per year of high-quality graphite concentrate, later expanding to 75,000 tons annually. Key advantages include high-grade graphite at the surface, an existing mining license, and proximity to Port Lincoln. CEO Jonathan Trewartha highlights the project's potential for quick, profitable development, with significant relevance to electric vehicle markets. The PFS is expected by Q4 of this year. Lincoln Minerals has a market cap of $10.28 million and is progressing relevant project work streams, leveraging its measured, indicated, and inferred resources of 12.8 million tons at 7.6% total graphitic carbon. Alchemy maps out next exploration phase across projects. Alchemy Resources, ASX ALY, is actively conducting follow-up work and exploration activities in Western Australia's Colini and Bryah Basin projects, alongside efforts in New South Wales' Lachlan projects. The company completed a soil sampling program at Row Hills in Manhattan during Q2, targeting gold and lithium, with significant anomalies identified in both regions. Ongoing follow-up work focuses on gold targets at Parmelia, K4, and Challenger, supported by new data from reassaying activities. In the Lachlan project, initial fieldwork planning is underway, with permissions pending. The Bria Basin project showed promising rock chip results, with heritage surveys scheduled for August 2024 to prepare for drilling. Alchemy maintains a cash reserve of $3.55 million as of June 30, 2024.